Yes, I'm Hugh Rees. I'm the VP of Business Development for NetExperience. NetExperience is the premier management and controller platform for the TIP Open Wi-Fi. So we've had a very good year in 2024. We did a substantial deployment with our parent company, Pavlov Media. They've deployed, in fact, Glenn Meyer, our president, made a presentation at the Wi-Fi Now event a few weeks ago saying they've deployed about 41,000 access points with NetExperience Open Wi-Fi access points. In addition to that, of course, we've had multiple other good wins and deployments, including YTL, which is a national provider in Malaysia. And we have a very big deployment going on in India with a company I can't name at this point, but a very large telco in India that is deploying substantial quantities. So really a very successful year for us. So this is, I think, a major step forward for the Open Wi-Fi initiative. We've added, or TIP has added, Open LAN switch to this. What this basically is of course the access switches that are powering the access points, usually with a PoE cable. They are now also able to be managed by the NetExperience platform. So that means you've now got this homogeneous way to manage both the access switches and the access points in one pane of glass. The ecosystem is booming. I'm sure if you talk to the TIP folks directly, they'll tell you there is a whole bunch of new entrants coming in. Some are in that sort of development phase right now. We've been working with EdgeCore and Action Tech for many years, but for example, Cyber10 was a relatively newer entrant, and they have a very strong entrance with both switches and access points, and there are many more coming down the pipe. Yeah, I think this is a good question because where we've seen the strongest pull has been in the MDU type space, and it can be student housing, it could be general MDU, both greenfield, brownfield MDU, and I think the reason for this goes back to a little bit on the economics, and that is if you think about an MDU space, it's where you've got dense Wi-Fi deployments, and yet you need a strong management and controller platform, a sort of enterprise-grade management and controller platform, but you have a consumer-type budget. So they've got all of the complications of an enterprise, but the budget spend of a consumer, and that's where Open Wi-Fi fits very, very well. We've also seen very good take-up in places where other dense Wi-Fi deployments are needed, like hotels. Hospitality is another strong market for Open Wi-Fi, and those types of markets. I think where we've seen perhaps less pull so far, but I think this is going to change, will be in the residential space, just the single-family home type residential space, although there is some movement in that direction. And then I think maybe the last market to really move towards Open Wi-Fi would be large enterprise. And I think the main reason for that is they are not budget constrained in the same way that many other folks are, and therefore they will probably continue to use their legacy vendors until such time as they see Open Wi-Fi as being the winner. It is coming. We just got the first hardware models from some of the vendors that I just mentioned. They have now got Wi-Fi 7 hardware available. Of course, we now have to make sure that it's working well and integrated, and our platform is up to speed with Wi-Fi 7. That's in full development phase right now. Our plan is to do a GA release at the end of June, so coming up in just a few weeks. I mean, there's a lot of benefits. First of all, we get to meet with all of our sort of partners, and channel partners, the technology partners, all those kind of folks. We can meet them all in one place. We don't have to kind of travel around everywhere. It's great to be able to do that. And of course, it's a good venue for us to meet additional prospective customers and prospects. So we always appreciate the fact that we can do that as well.